Yo, Matthew, we're in the movie theater. Matthew, say hi. So we're I'm downing this glizzy.
This is gay.
Go. Okay. Got my drink.
I'll keep my eyes open for.
I'm waiting for this movie forever. I'm so excited. Hopefully he dies. Michael Afton or William Afton dies.
I've been only waiting for like a week or two.
Anyway, see ya.
Oh my goodness. Not cool. Why do I always get the weirdo?
Yes, sir.
His name is William Afton.
You are dumb. So we just got out of the movie. So what'd you guys think? Good movie. It was good.
7.5 on the Speedy scale.
Why? There's no such thing as a Speedy scale.
Why
There's
a 7.5, Matthew?
You're gonna say anything.
Why not a 9 or an 8.5?
The Speedy scale doesn't exist.
Oh, you see, there was no Master Chief.
Master Chief wouldn't be in there.
The Speedy scale does not exist, guys. I'm sorry to say. Or does it? Ladies and gentlemen, I just finally got home after spending the night at my friend's house. Right before we watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This has been my most hyped movie for this year. I've been talking about it all year. But does it live up to my expectations? In some parts it does, in some parts it doesn't. So let's talk about it. Just get off the bat. They did it really, really well. They did everything from the games I thought they were gonna do. I liked how they translated the first 3 games into this. I feel like they did it well in the movie format. I feel like, it was kind of hard to do. As complicated as FNAF is, they did pretty good with, like, making a cohesive story. Josh Hutcherson as, Mike Smith. He's not Mike Afton for some reason. I liked him a lot. His, like, guilt and, like, his nightmares of his brother. And, like, his performance was, like, so good. It was probably one of the best performances of the movie. Not if the best performance of the movie. Okay, let's get to Vanessa. Probably the weakest part of this movie is Vanessa. She is kind of, frankly, mid. Her acting, like, I don't want to diss the actors, because they, they're pretty good. But it's just the dialogue they gave her is a little cheesy. The acting isn't the best for her. It's just kind of awkward anytime she talks. It's like a little awkward. I don't know. It's just kind of the mood she gives me. She didn't really feel like she needed to be there a whole lot. And then the reveal that she was like the daughter of William Afton was a little weird. But I like that they mixed it up a little bit. But she was okay. She's just the weakest part of the movie, in my opinion. Abby, connected to Baby, was really cool. I mean, like, I liked Abby and how they incorporated her into the story. Kind of like, what's the freaking, the orange-haired girl in the games, Elizabeth Afton, I think her name is. It's kind of like her. I like the parallels between her and Abby. Another thing, let's get on to my favorite part of the movie. Matthew Lillard as Springtrap Baby, let's go. This is the performance I've been waiting for all year. I love Matthew Lillard. He was in Scream. He was freaking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I like Matthew Lillard. He's underrated as hell. He's such a good actor and is underutilized in a lot of movies. And I just like Matthew Lillard. And him as Springtrap is freaking fantastic. The best performance in this movie, in my opinion. The negative is that he's barely in the movie. He shows up a little at the beginning and a little bit at the end, and then that's about it. And kind of left me feeling a little bit more. But I feel like if they're gonna make a sequel, we'll get more of Springtrap in it. So I think it's just because I feel like they're just trying to set up stuff for coming movies and like approve of what they did in this movie. But yeah, just to do that. And I feel like we shouldn't. Okay. Another thing about this movie is the huge history repeating itself with the Mario movie is that the critics rate this negative, but the fans and the audience rate it positive. And I feel like you can be a little biased when you're talking about something that you love. Like, I've loved Five Nights at Freddy's all the time. If you even go to my main channel, Willy Dragon, you can, if you go to my oldest videos, I have a couple of FNAF videos I've made in the past. It was what got me kind of into horror. It was that and Goosebumps and kind of like that Bendy the Ink Machine, Hello Neighbor, stuff like that. Five Nights at Freddy's. I was super into as a kid. And now, me being 15, I finally get to see this movie, and it was really good. But yeah, so I'm trying not to be biased here, but I think they did what they came here to do. As a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, it's a 10 out of 10. But as a movie, if you don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, you're not familiar with the lore, you just think it's gonna be a killer animatronic movie, I'm sad, but you would be sadly mistaken. It's not really what you're gonna be coming in for. It's mostly about, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's, the game. And as a movie, as a horror movie, it's kind of mid. But as a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, it's a 10 out of 10. So, if I was gonna rate this movie, I stick by this 8.5. Because as a movie, it's okay. It's okay. It's a fine movie. It's not bad. But if Five Nights at Freddy's movie, they did everything perfect. If you're a fan and you want to see this movie, go see this movie immediately. If you don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, I wouldn't recommend this movie for you. Yeah. If you don't really know anything about it. If you're a casual fan, I feel like you will still enjoy it as well. So it's interesting because I had me, my friend Matthew, and my friend Ethan. I'm a hardcore fan. Ethan's a hardcore fan. Matthew just got into it like a week ago. And him being a casual fan, knowing stuff about it, he enjoyed it as well. But he felt like, you know, it was underutilized. He didn't, you know, he thought it was okay. But yeah, so the final thing, I don't know why I'm down here, I just am, but those cameos, baby. And you know who I'm talking about. We got freaking Corey Kenshin, bro. And Matt Pat. Game Theory Man. Film Theory. The Legend. The two YouTube legends in this movie. All connected to FNAF. Freaking epic to see in the movie. Corey was funny as hell in this movie. The post-credit scene was so funny with him and Balloon Boy. And Matt Pat saying, "That's just a theory." He didn't say a game theory, but he did say half of the line, obviously. And just seeing him in the movie made me so happy that after everything he's done with this franchise, he finally got to be in the movie like he deserves. But yeah, that's my little review for Five Nights at Freddy's. If you're an average movie lover, you'll probably like this movie, but you won't really, it'll be kind of just mid for you. But if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, you're gonna love this movie, and you're gonna think it's the best thing ever. But yeah, so tell me what you guys think. Did it make some good points? Did it make some iffy points? What's your opinion on the movie? I personally enjoyed it, but I know my opinion isn't everyone's opinion. But yeah, so I better get on that Five Nights at Freddy's recap video. I will work on that later. See you guys.